Just a second. Sure. Thank you, guys. Yeah. So what is LinkedIn? So many of you might have this question also. That's why I wanted to start from scratch. So what is LinkedIn? So basically, most of you don't know what is LinkedIn as well. So this is how LinkedIn looks, guys. So LinkedIn is a world's professional network, first professional network, basically, and only professional network that most people use. So basically, there are crores of people on this platform, guys. So there are Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, everything, but professionally, if you want to talk with some other person who is a CEO or C2 or manager, product manager, so you actually will have to interact with him via LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a professional network. So that is LinkedIn. So if you don't know LinkedIn, I just wanted to show you LinkedIn. So it's a professional network. So why should you actually use LinkedIn? This is going to be the interesting thing, guys. So why should I actually use LinkedIn? So many of me have been hearing that you will do networking on LinkedIn. You can do that this on LinkedIn, but no one have actually told you or shown you proofs why you should use LinkedIn. I'll tell you 5 use cases, guys. 5 use cases as in what I have benefited from LinkedIn. First benefit is like I was a speaker, guys. Like I generally speak outside. I go to colleges and I like speaking. So I go to colleges and I speak. So I actually got invites from multiple people saying that, hey, come to our college, give the speech. Hey, come to our college, talk about LinkedIn, talk about prompt engineering, talk about personal branding, everything. And next is I also got referrals from many companies. Like I actually reached out to people. I'm also going to tell you the framework that I actually used, guys. So how did I actually use LinkedIn to reach out to the people, how I got referrals, everything. So that is one thing. And third one is like I also got many other mentorships. Like I reached out to people and got mentorship. So this is like network, basically LinkedIn for networking, and the networking is to connect with people, knowledge sharing. So since I'm on LinkedIn, I am actually currently writing on LinkedIn about how students can evolve. How if you can visit my LinkedIn profile, also you'll find out everything about there. And next is personal brand. So these are few of the pictures, guys. I wanted to show this, so that's why I included this. So these are the referral opportunities that I got. So I don't know, like not only that, but speaker opportunities as well. Like people asked me to be a speaker for Smart India Hackathon. People asked me to be a part of the podcast, and they are saying that they are organizing guest lecture something. And like I also got connected with the people from USA because I liked few of the products. Actually, there's a company called Magical, so I like the product. So actually, I got connected. So I reached out to them and they said that I like your product, something like that. And they were really interested, impressed, and that conversation went on long. But I just wanted to add few pictures on this. And it's this guidance. So people actually reached out to me asking about, hey, what is a SIH? How should I actually use SIH? Or about my college reviews. In the same way, think about if you're going to USA, how can you use LinkedIn to go to USA? Basically, you can reach out to the people who in USA and ask them, hey guys, so I'm going to come to USA. Can you give me some insights about how USA is? So, and not only that, so I reached out to one of the person who is in Google actually. So not only one person, like I reached out, I messaged tens of people in Google and I asked them, how can I actually get into Google? Can you give me some mentorship? Something like that. And the recent incident that happened to me 3 days back is like, actually there is an event in Bangalore itself. So I'm staying in Bangalore. So there's an event in Bangalore, and that event is an in-person meetup. And they are charging 2,000 rupees per person to enter that meetup, because there are going to be very big giants who are coming to that meetup, like Ashnir Grover, etc., etc. I can't take the name actually of the meetup. So what I was like, 2,000 rupees. I was like, let me not go to this meetup because it is charging 2,000 rupees. Then I actually thought, okay, why not a network on LinkedIn and ask people if I can get a free ticket? So I was really crazy shocked, guys. So I reached out to one person actually, and she was very humble that like I reached out to 5 6 people actually, but she was like, are you going to attend in person? Yes, we are from Bangalore, could you apply? So she literally gave me the coupon code. She gave me the coupon code and she told me, apply this and you'll get a free ticket. I was like surprised. See, like it happened to me like on Monday, and today's Friday. It was happened like 4 days ago. Then I again, so whenever I see these kind of incidents, I again go in my mind saying that, okay, this is the power of networking. This is what I've missed in my first year and second year. So I want to tell you same thing, guys. So there is a lot much beyond this. Actually, this is like actually experimented it for fun. And but I actually literally got the coupon code and I got the free ticket for 0 rupees. That 2,000 ticket rupees I got for zero, because this is the power of networking. So so if you now believe me, what is the power of networking? Now I think you should have got a clear picture of how I actually use LinkedIn, how I reached out to people. So there is one other instant where, if you guys know about the Reva University, which is in Bangalore, so they actually host a very big session called Reva Hackathon. So I actually wanted to go and give a mentorship there, but they don't accept it. So like they find out the people, but they don't accept the people from outside. What I did was I used LinkedIn, my power of LinkedIn. I posted about Reva University. I started following Reva University. I started like marketing that, and then I reached out to people who are in Reva University who will conduct these events, the organizers basically. Then I asked them, okay, now that you know what is my power, what is my LinkedIn, how I'm actually using LinkedIn to promote your Reva, then okay, come on, let's we want to invite you as a Reva speaker. Then I actually went in as a speaker. That was my recent, like these are my recent 3-4 past events that happened. So this is the power of LinkedIn, guys. If you can really like, it's like about the creativity that you can bring in, guys. So that's the power of LinkedIn. So now I want to tell you what is networking. So since I've given you 4 to 5 examples where I reached out to Reva University, where I've reached out and asked about my coupon code that I got, everything. So this is the power of network. So what is networking here? Where I actually reached out to this particular person, like saying that, hey, I wanted to participate as a Reva University. I wanted to participate as a mentor in the Reva University. Can you guide me to this? So that's what networking. Networking is like. So simply, guys, remember if you were friends with how did you make friends with your childhood? Like during your childhood, how did you make friends? So it's similar, guys. It's very similar. Like you start introducing with other person also replies you back. You also reply to them back. So this is how networking builds. So networking is like not only sending a message and everything. There is a lot more beyond that. I will walk you through everything. So for the same networking, for the same way, like where I asked for Reva University, if you remember, or for coupon code, if you remember that example, do you think they're actually going to respond me back if my profile is something like that? Hey, seeking new opportunities, management, Dublin, Ireland, connect. That's it. If my profile, no profile picture, no background picture, nothing. If you really think that some person will respond to this back, like I have this profile and I send you that, hey, I want to have a job opportunity. If I send the message from this, do you think really someone is going to reply you back? Because seeing this, I think that this is a fraud guy. This guy seems like a bot. This guy seems like a generated bot, and he's actually uh, seeking out new opportunities. What does it mean? So that's where optimization comes into picture, guys. So you might have n number of skills, but you can't showcase them on your profile. Then it's not worth it, guys. So that's where optimization comes into picture. So what is profile optimization? Why do we need it, and how do we do it? I'm going to talk about everything right now. So why do we actually need it? So if you, let's say your profile comes into picture when the HR or the person who is going to give you a job sees your profile even before that you are going to connect with that person. Okay, so see this picture. So I'm currently working with Jaspirit. Let's say I'm a HR in Jaspirit. You want to ask for a job. So your profile is completely empty and you send out me a message saying that, hey, I'm seeking for a job in Jaspirit. Do you think I'm going to see that? Like I'm going to accept and say, hey, yeah, we have a job opportunity. Yeah, here is your test invite. You just write and come to the office. Do you think I'm going to say that? No, right? I'm going to open your profile. I'm going to see your experience. Okay, this guy works with React.js. This guy works with JavaScript. Okay, this guy has a good DP. It's not about DP actually. This guy has these many skills. This guy has these many projects. This guy did this. This guy volunteered here. This guy like Smart India Hackathon. This guy is a winner of Smart India. Okay, now I believe that this guy has a requirement for my job. I have an SDE opening. Okay, that requires React.js. Okay, right? So now I can compare both, and then I can accept your invite, and then you can communicate with me further of your discussion. Like say whatever you want. Like I wanna get into your job. Everything, whatever you want to do, you can do it later on, right? So that's how a profile optimization comes into picture. So next is like what is actually profile optimization? They should know who you are even before accepting your invite and what value you bring. So let's say if for a HR, your value will be your skills. For a startup founder, your value will be your skills again. For someone like an investor, your value will be a product. So for an investor to invest on your product, your profile should look like, yeah, that you have built something, right? And next is what are you expecting? So if you're saying that I'm seeking for opportunities, then that is what you're expecting. I'm seeking for funding, then that is what you're expecting. So your profile should completely replicate these 5 options, like 5 answers. What they should know who you are by seeing a profile like he's a 2023 graduate from BML Munjal University, and he's seeking for new opportunities in software development engineering. So that is my what and he's very good at React.js. So they know who I am, they know what value I bring, and they know what I am expecting, and your knowledge and understanding. So this is beyond this. So when I start posting on LinkedIn saying that, hey, this is the React.js, this is the new library that is launched in React.js. So everything related more beyond that will be our knowledge and understanding. So adding my skills is okay. But imagine if I make post on that, imagine if I make a LinkedIn post on that saying that React has launched a new library and I've used it, and these are the bugs that I found in React.js. How salesy does it sound? So now that HR know that, okay, this guy is not only know the link, not only know React.js, but he's a pro at React.js. So your knowledge and understanding and what you talk about and why you do that. So it's not like, okay, React.js is launched and you can just put a library out there, right? You can just put a link, but why you doing it? Because your passion, they should also tell your passion, right? So that's when your profile is completely optimized. So what are the sections that you need to optimize? So I'm going to talk about each and every section, guys. So if I take, so this is my LinkedIn account currently. Okay, so if I go to my profile, okay, so if I go to my profile, what is the first thing that you see? What is the first thing that you see? So the first thing that is clearly actually visible that actually took away most of the power is my profile picture and my background image, right? Because those have 90%, like they are having more weight basically. So this is a first impression, right? So let's say I am actually, okay, let's do one thing. Let's say you are one of the job seekers. So I'm going to do software engineer hiring. Let's say I am a hirer. So I'm saying software engineer hiring. Let's see who is the first person who is going to come on the feed actually, like the people. So if I go to people, uh, so I have this guy. Um, Actually, they are hiring. So seeking software. Let's try seeking software engineer. Okay. Okay. So seeking software engineer. So if I open this, do you think like, okay, this is fine. This is not having any, okay, this is, so if you see this profile, I'm sorry if someone is on the meet and this guy is related to this guy, but I'm just showing it for the sake of knowledge. So do you think this person, this particular person, like they actually created everything, but they actually missed out? See, they are trained on full stack, and but they are saying that as a fresher, I'm seeking opportunities, so and so. That is fine, completely fine. Their objective is very clear. But when you see the profile picture, it doesn't make authentic. It doesn't feel authentic, right? And even the background image, it doesn't feel, because it took my most of my focus went in there, my profile picture and the band. And when you see down, so if you see that this is about section, that's it. Your about section actually should talk about completely about you, right from your beginning, where you have trained, what you have trained, what you are up to, what you can offer, what they can offer, everything about your about section, because about section is the highest picture, highest place where you can write everything about yourself. And next is your education. That is fine, but you can even highlight more about this. I'm going to talk each and every section actually, but I'm just showcasing you how it looks. And next is education. Education is fine, but when you talk about what you actually learned here, you have done some course, but can you even highlight what are the course points that you have learned there? Maybe you have learned, you have like, let's say there's a person who did an MBA. They might have actually launched a new product by learning MBA itself. They can highlight that point, right? Then recruiters will be very clear that, okay, this guy actually has a practical knowledge rather than just having some random certification. And next is skills, and next is interest. That is fine. So let's go from beginning. So if you see this profile picture, so this is the name, everything is fine. But if you see this is the first thing I want to talk about is a profile picture. So if you see the profile picture, this seems like a very complete pale profile picture. So first thing you need to very clearly, you need to give authentic profile picture. It's not like that you take in a beach or you go to a party, very dark place. You can't take profile picture. So if you see this guy, if you can see this profile picture, see how authentic it is and how professional it is. Just showing his face, just professionality. But if you see my picture also, then it's fine. I don't want to take my reference for now, but see, I just want to showcase my image. That's it. No background, nothing. That is also fine. But I want professional picture from you guys. It's not that you go to a beach and you're facing a sun and you just want a black, dark image, or you sit in a garden and you're sleeping. Some images, those work for Instagram, guys. But this is a LinkedIn professional network where HRs will roam around, where product managers will roam around, where everyone will roam around. So make sure that you are not doing this. So next, when you talk about, yeah, see if you like my feed, I have actually following many other guys. So if you see this Shaili Chatterjee, her profile picture, every one of the profile pictures are very cool, and they're making authentic profile pictures. That's the first thing. And next is our banner. So if you talk about banner, So there are three types of banners actually. First is you want to sell something. So let's say I have a book and I'm author of a book. So my LinkedIn, I want to completely optimize my LinkedIn into book. So what my profile picture would look like is, okay, this is my new book and you just go and buy. So only because 90% of my looks go there. So I'll make a completely new infographic and I just keep it there. And my profile picture, like that, I don't want to care about the profile picture. Sorry, I just want to talk about the banner for now. So my banner will be like, this is the book I'm launching. Go and get the early bird ticket, something like that. Done. But when I'm a student, my studentship won't have something like a salesy pitch or won't actually have something where I can sell off, right? So that's when you need to write what are you skilled at. So let's say I'm very skilled at React.js. I'm very skilled at JavaScript. Maybe you can mention that. I want to do React.js and I'm good at React.js and I'm good at JavaScript. That's where you can do this too. So I want to show you a few examples for this also. Okay. So let's take an example of Abhishek. So he's one of my friend actually. If you talk about, so this guy is LinkedIn top voice. That's why he just highlighted LinkedIn top voice. So I need to take another example. Okay, let me go to other examples. Okay, maybe Ankur Varko. Let's see. I'm not sure actually who is having good one. So basically, people, I'll also show you my profile. See, this is what I've talked about. This is what I've talked about. Ankur Varko is selling a book. Making money is an art. Being wealthy is mindset. Pre-order now. If you can see this guy wants to sell a book. So his banner is reflecting his book. But when I talk about myself, so if I want to show you my example, how my banner looks like, I don't want job right now. So I don't want to sell a book, but I want speakership opportunities. But I'm also interested in mentoring people. So if you see my banner is like, I'm a speaker, I'm a mentor, and I'm a software developer. And I'm open for speaker opportunities on LinkedIn personal branding for students, prompt engineering, AI tools, hackathons, college life, etc., etc. So this is what I want from you guys. So this first impression should not go away. Whenever someone wants to see this, okay, they should like, okay, let me scroll through more. They should not be like, okay, I'm not interested in seeing this profile, because this I'm highlighting very importantly about this, because this is what captured most of your profile actually. So this is one of the thing, guys. So I'm actually documenting everything in a book for now. So if you see, I'm actually making a book for this. I'll share this at the end of the, like, everything, what is LinkedIn, why should I use it, everything that I'm going to talk about. So, see, one of the famous personality actually, she's a personal branding strategist. She is Lara Costa. If you see what is her profile picture, if you see what is her background image, you'll be awesome. You'll be stunned to see these guys are there out there internet. So you need to take inspiration from these guys. So I'm actually making a documentation of this. Don't worry about this. Like, I'll share it. And let's talk about this at the end. So, okay. So this is the first thing, guys. So next, let's move on. Let's see. Yeah, let's see next part of your profile. So if you see, this is the next part of your profile, right? Helping students build their personal brand. Okay, now I'll tell you why actually this is important. So if I, like, let's say, go to one of the college, like let's say Reva University, I will tell you why actually this is important. Why actually I should click on your profile. So, okay. So, uh, yeah, just a second, guys. So if I go to, like, let's say I'm a recruiter and I want to go to Reva University, I want to hire candidates from Reva University. So that is my goal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, like, I'm very intelligent. I'm assuming that I'm an intelligent HR. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to this page. I'm going to go to alumni, because all the people are here in alumni. So once I have alumni, I'm going to type keyword saying seeking software opportunities. Let's see how many people are going to get filtered in alumni in Reva University. So now see that I actually literally filtered out. I went to Reva University alumni because all the people in the Reva University have there. Let's assuming that. So now there I entered these keywords, people seeking software intern, seeking whatever keywords I wanted to actually. Now if I see, you need to guys decide which profile I'm going to click on. Because what is visible here? There are three things that are visible here. One is profile picture, other is background image, but this is not that much visible. But the major point you have to understand is the headline that is visible here. Computer science graduate currently seeking new opportunities. Done. I'm not sure if I want to click this or not. See, passionate and ambitious professional. Done. So see, now as a HR, out of this 210 alumni, I want to select 10 people. How am I going to select? I'm not going to care about the image now. I'm not going to care about the background picture now. I'm going to only care about this title that these guys are having. So this title actually is this. This is your title. If this is your title, this is going to be reflected here. So that's the importance of these guys, because the reason why I'm saying this, because I actually saw a few HRs filtering out people based on these kind of filters. Even our company hires people using LinkedIn. That is very true, guys. If you don't believe, like, just go and search for HRs on JustPay and try to send a message, and you are definitely going to get a reply back. I actually gave you a small hint here. So, but still, I'm saying this. There are openings in JustPay too. So yeah, this is how it is happening, guys. So LinkedIn, literally, people want, if they want to go and search only from particular specific college, they are going to do this trick itself. I mean, even you can go and do this. I'm going to show you how you're going to do this. So this is how it's going to happen, guys. So that's the reason why I'm saying that this part of your profile is very, very, very important. So right now we covered three parts: first part, second part, third part. Done. These are the most important points, guys. The rest of the points I will just cover it on top. So moving on, fourth part is like your customized URL. Okay, imagine this. So you went to a let's say there's a one college fair, let's say, or there's one fair of what do you say, job fair. So and someone HR comes to you and you say that, okay, what is your LinkedIn profile? And you say like, my LinkedIn profile is Harshith Tunuguntla hyphen 12773865. What is this? So I actually saw many people, guys. So I'm randomly opening these guys. I'm not sure if they are having this profile or not. So if you see, what is this, guys? What is this, like A894B? Even my password is not that big. So if someone asks me, what is your profile? Am I going to say Harshith hyphen A894B0167? That's not how it works. That's not, even if it works, it works. But think about how you're going to portray this. Like if someone asks, you should be able to tell it right away. Right? Can't say that, okay, note it down A89. So very clear, make it very clear, guys. Try to change it, change your URL to professional URL. LinkedIn gives you that opportunity. So make sure you are using that opportunity. Don't make it go waste. That's the third thing, where you are going to have a customized URL. Next is perfect tagline that we actually talked about. And next is make it about you. So, okay, tell me. So what is like, I want to know more about you, what you do, what are your hobbies, or what do you actually bring me? This can't tell me everything, right? Assistant professor, digital transformation. This does not tell me anything about you, right? Maybe your experiences might tell something to me, or maybe your education might tell something to me, but it doesn't mean that it is going to tell everything to me, right? But when I go into about section, so this guy, so if I go to this about section, this guys, this is about section where you have to write everything about you. If you are going to sell something, then it is a different use case. But if you are having this, then it will be with over 15 years of experience, something like Ankuru Variko is selling. Ankuru Variko is a different use case. So he is doing this. So when I talk about myself, or maybe if I want to go, I can go to my LinkedIn account also. So I have a different use case. So my use case is like, I want to sell. It's not like basically selling, but I want to people know that I write about students and I care for students, something like that. So if you see my section, my about section will be something like this. It's hard to fight as a student. 90% of the colleges still adapt to old system of teaching so and so, so and so. And I ended saying that I love assisting others and helping them realize their ideas. I'm open for speaker opportunities, hit me up with the topics, etc., etc. This is my sales pitch, basically. If you're a student, you need to write. I participated in 10 plus hackathons. I won 2 hackathons, 1 international hackathon, and I am very proficient in React.js, JavaScript. From my 10th class itself, I've been learning coding, etc., etc., etc. Do you understand what is the real use case of about section, guys? Because see, guys, like I'm not going to accept my if even if my network gets a lot of connection requests, I'm not going to accept. Like let's assume that I'm a HR. I'm not going to accept unless I read your about section. If you're useful to me, then only I'm going to accept your connection request, right? So that's how about section should tell everything about you. So that is the about section that is there. So next is your experience. So let's moving on to each and every section of the. I want to highlight. So next is your experience section, guys. Okay, you can tell me that I just want to add an experience section. That is very easy. But I just want to highlight 3 points here. First point is add an experience section so that it will be very easy to read. See, if you see this, it should be very easy to read. The point manner. So, like if someone wants to read, if you write just 3 paragraphs, which are 500 lines, 500 words worth, do you think I'm going to read? I'm not going to read. Your experience, I just want to know your experience. It's not like when the company started. I saw many profiles saying that if it is JustPay, they're going to write, they're not going to write experience. They're like, JustPay started in 2016 with the objective of being a fintech company in the world. What is this, guys? This is your experience, not the experience of the company, right? So make sure that you need to remember 3 points. First point is it's your experience. Second point is make sure it is readable. Make sure you highlight in the points or something, so whatever. Third point is, which I actually missed here, add some images, add some videos, add some PDFs, whatever innovations, what you have developed there, your team pictures, team outings, whatever you have. Because see, yes, people will be interested when you add pictures, when you add some, just a dummy text will look like a text, plain text. But imagine when you add images here, imagine when you add videos here, it will make me very clickable, right? Okay, this like, okay, this guy went on a team outing at this company. Okay, this is good. This guy went on, okay, this guy got a gold and award in this company for the best employee award. That is cool, right? You can mention it in the words, but when you add that image, think how much authenticity is going to be, right? So that's a 3 points that you remember. And if you have internship certificates, then it's fine. If you have certificates, that is fine. But I'm actually talking about images and pictures. So next is your education that I actually talked about, but I'm repeating it again. Education is not just writing your education, but there will be many things that you go through a phase in education. Let's talk about my example. In my college, in like during my 4 years, I was awarded as a highest, I got my highest CGPA in, across all the students. So I was awarded 1 year full scholarship. So I can highlight this in my education. I actually missed it here, but this is how you need to actually make your education into a next level also. You need, just everyone does in education, but what you did different matters. So you can follow the same method, like you can follow the same points and images method for education as well. If it, yeah. Next is licenses and certifications. Yeah, you have a right from small certification to very big certification. Everything will matter. So you can add each and every certification. You went to volunteering, add that certification. You did a course, add that certification. No one is going to actually see, but still it is going to make worth. I'm going to tell you why actually these certifications will matter. Simple example, my certification will start with the name Smart India Hackathon Winner 2022. If someone is going to LinkedIn and going to search Smart India Hackathon Winner 2022, my profile is going to show up. Do you know the reason why? I did not add it anywhere, but still it's going to show up because of SEO optimization. If you guys have heard of SEO optimization, this is the reason, guys. Every word in your, every keyword in your profile is going to be ranked. So even my certification. So let's say randomly you are invited for a volunteering. Maybe let's say randomly you wanted to go for a volunteering, but you never got any invite. Maybe people from this can actually invite you if you are actually keeping volunteering as your in certification. Maybe that can be ranked your profile and you actually can get an invite. And next is projects. When it comes to students, guys, this is really important, the project section, because I see most of the people just adding projects, but they never add the project URL. They just say that I actually built a product that is going to help people. But they actually they are never summarized it in the points. They never actually added a show project URL. They never actually added contributors. Contributors is next thing, but still the most important points when it comes to certifications, projects is, so if you see here, it is actually asking skills. As I've told you again, SEO optimization comes into picture when we talk about skills. So make sure you're adding right skills here. So if you have worked with React.js, make sure that you are adding React.js everywhere in your project, everywhere in your profile. If you want to get a React.js job, I'll show you why it actually works. So, okay. So I'll tell you one thing. So if I say that I'm hiring for a React.js person, so I'm going to say React.js. Okay. So I actually search for React.js. So if you see that, if I go to people, so I actually got this guy as a first person. So, or this guy is first person. So what do you think here actually worked out? Why this guy came in the first? First thing is because he is connected to me. That is fine. Like he is connected one or secondary or third person. But when it comes to HRs, they don't have any connections. They actually use their business accounts. So they don't actually have the connection. So they directly, it's like completely zero case. So if I go to this particular guy and see, let's do from the starting. This guy has the React.js keyword here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, Control C, Control F. See, if I see here, this guy might have added React.js in multiple places. Maybe he added React.js here, Redux.js, he added React.js here, he added React.js here, he added React.js here. So if you see, guys, he actually made his account rank top for React.js. Even though I have like a number of connections on my account, but still this guy came up on my top because he actually highlighted React.js everywhere because maybe he's a pro at React.js and he wants to get a React.js job. So that's how you need to rank your profile as well. So this is one thing. So moving on. Okay, just a second. So that's one thing. So next is like this, I actually talked about most of the things are done. So next is experience section as I've talked about. And next is a skill section. skill section is also pretty important, because if you have missed any skills in the previous sections, you can actually add skills in this section. So what you can do is you can add skills and you can reorder them according to your knowledge. So, okay, if I go to my profile, and if I open the skills section in my profile, so my profile has a skill section, right? Earlier, what the mistake that I did was I randomly added skills. But what then I realized is that I need to reorder the skills. Okay, so if I open the skills, I have 26 skills that I've added on my profile. But what you need to consider is you need to add these skills in a descending order. So student development is my first priority. So I add it in the top. And let's say public speaking, everything, but last skill is web scraping. Because I actually worked on web scraping very long back. So I actually added in the last part. So earlier, I used to have in the jumbled order, and people used to give me endorsements for this. But actually, later on, it turned out that you need to have a skills in a descending order. So what I recommend you guys is to go for the skills, but in a descending order. So go for the your highest priority skill on top. And again, remember this, guys. Your skills are again going to be ranked. Even if you are going to add React.js here, and you are going to be referred for React.js once if someone is going to search for React.js. Don't forget about that. So okay, these are the okay. Okay, so these are why. Okay, just a second, guys. Yeah, actually lost my presentation, so I'm just opening it. So we have talked till here. So this is the real importance of optimization, guys. So make sure that right away after the session, go to the LinkedIn and try to open your LinkedIn pages and try to optimize each and every step. And make sure, like I'm saying that it is not that easy, but you might feel bored when doing this. But what I recommend you guys is take some time. It's not that you need to do in 1 or 2 hours, but try to take help, try to take feedback from other people, asking them, hey, I want to optimize my LinkedIn profile. Can you see my LinkedIn profile and tell me if there are any improvements that you need to do or something? Try to take feedback. Even you can shoot out to me on LinkedIn, and I'll try to review your profile and let you know what are the improvements that you can do. My DM is always open. So what more can you do? What more can you do to optimize your profile? What more can you do? Think about it. So first thinking that comes to mind is, why should someone click on my profile? So as I've talked about this case, right? So why should someone click on your profile? You need to answer yourself that why someone should actually click on my profile. Or while designing your profile, try to think 2-3 times about why someone should click on your profile, and then answer and then do all the changes. Next is how to optimize your profile skills, reverse engineering. Okay, this is very interesting topic actually. I love this topic. So if I go here, so okay, as I've talked about, see, I wanted to go into software job. So I type software engineering, and okay, let's see. I'm gonna show you how reverse engineering works. So this guy popped up on my profile, first profile. So I want to understand why this guy came as a top. Why not me? Why did, like, if some, go to your friend's account and try this, maybe you will get to know why this guy popped up, why not me, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to reverse engineer this profile, why this guy came. So you're going to more, and you're going to save it as PDF. And now you're going to save it maybe somewhere. Uh, so okay, I'm saving it here. Now if I open this page, this guy's profile. Now if I actually see, this guy's profile is downloaded. So this guy doesn't have much, but still, this guy is showing up. So what you can do is you can also do the same. You can okay. I'll tell you. So if I want to rank my profile also, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to download my profile as well, because I want to compare both of them, right? For job, a software engineer job. So I'm going to say more. So I'm going to download. In the meantime, yeah, save to PDF. So it's pretty slow actually. So I'm going to tell you, it's not downloading, but it's so next is you can go to this website called Resume Board. What is this website? This website is going to take your PDF or LinkedIn profile and it's going to analyze why this guy is top, why not me. This actually is going to analyze. So if I say get started for free, it's going to ask me, this is fine. What is your analysis? Like you can either rank your analyze your resume or you can score your LinkedIn profile also. Earlier it was not there, but you can, if you want to score a resume, you can do this. But see, if I want to do a profile review, I'm going to say start. And I'm actually, see, what is this asking? It is asking for a LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to upload this. So this is a profile that I downloaded from other guy, right? The other guy's profile. This is other guy's profile. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually uploading this profile. So it's going to parse and it's going to give me what are the highlights in this profile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these highlights and I'm going to implement on my profile. So if you know someone who is into Google and if you know someone who is actually working in Google somewhere else, and you actually want to reverse engineer that profile, that guy is a go to get. See, this guy has a rating of 19, but it's okay. So see, it is going to tell the keywords. See, the keywords that are found in his profile are like something like product management. Okay, actually came out. So that is fine. But this is how you're going to do reverse engineering it. Okay, I know someone at Google, let's say, that guy is, I'm not remembering his name, Saurabh someone. So what I'm going to do is like somewhere, some other day, I want to go into Google. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to download his complete LinkedIn profile and I'm going to put in this website. I'm going to see what are the top keywords that he used, what are the top keywords that actually made his profile rank on top. And I'm actually going to copy paste this. And I'm not going to stop with one profile. I'm going to do this with 10, 20, 30 profiles. See, imagine how your profile is going to be optimized if you're going to do that. Right, guys? So that's what actually I wanted to give you very importantly. So the reverse engineering is very important actually. So let's move on. Next is so this is what I talked about, right? So next is like how creatively you can stand out from the crowd. Okay. So I'll show you something. If you all know Vibosysenti, so if you see how creatively he markets, the creativity that he brings into his profile, this is a clean example of that. See, if you see here, he wants to sell 3 courses. Literally, he adds everything in his feature section: a growth hacking program, 4-week generative AI program, 5-day LinkedIn workshop. If I go on, it's going to say check out our growth school programs. See how creatively and how eye-pleasingly he added everything. So this is how you are going to actually you are going to bring in creativity from yourself. So maybe you can add a clear, cool pictures of in your experience section or in your anywhere you actually wanted to use. So this is the feature section, guys. So I'm actually showing. Earlier I missed a feature section. So that is one of the things. So next is yeah. So next is networking. So as I've talked about, so this is how you have to optimize your LinkedIn profile. This is the first thing done. So since we are done with the profile optimization, now let's talk about networking. Because earlier we talked about, if you remember, guys, so networking comes into picture when your profile is completely optimized, right? So now that you have optimized your profile, now you can start networking with the people. You can reach out to the people asking them, hey, I want to do this. I want to ask for a job, everything, whatever you want to do, now you can do it. So this is networking, guys. So basically networking is nothing but an art to make friends or make network. So it's like, if you remember your childhood, this is how your childhood looked like. Like you used to go to your friend and say, hey, my name is Chintu, hey, my name is Pantu, etc., something like that. So next is networking. So there are different ways of connecting with the network. Okay, make network. Okay, first is direct connection with a person. So if someone I visited a profile, I just want to connect with him. So I'm going to just send a DM saying that I just want to connect with you. That is direct networking. Second is sharing content and connecting with the audience. So if you see Deepak, what he actually doing is creating network by sharing a content and then creating his audience around it. So that is the second way of networking. Next is discussion on the groups. So what is discussion on the groups? Like if let's say there is a group of software engineers, 100 people are there, and every time when there is a discussion, you are the first person to respond back to the people. Then that is a discussion, guys. Like every time, any time if someone comes into the discussion, they know that okay, Harshith is going to respond back. I know Harshith. So that is how you're going to build the network. Next is being a part of events. So let's say I'm going to host an event today, and again after 1 week, I'm going to host the same event. If you show up in my events multiple times, then I will recognize you. Okay, this guy, I know this guy. So that's you are passively building a network with me, in the backend. If you remember this, if you understand this, every time there's like, take an example. I love Harsh Goel actually. So that Harsh Goel is a guy on LinkedIn who posts about students. What I actually do is that guy won't respond back to anyone because he has lakhs of followers. So what I do is whenever he posts something, I make sure that I am the first guy who is going to comment on his post. I'm the first guy who is going to make a value added post, value added comment on his post. Then okay, I'm actually passively building a network with him. If you can understand this, because if I go into send a DM saying that hey, I just want to connect with you, he's never going to reply back. But I'm actually passively doing this. So I'm actually reaching out to him in the back end saying that, hey, remember, do you understand me? I'm your top audience. I'm going to see you every time. So that's how I'm passively building. So this is about till here. We talked about how my profile is optimized and then how I'm reaching out. So this is about building a profile and networking. So now I want to move into job hunting actually. So if you have any doubts at this point of time, maybe you can drop them in the chat box if you guys have any doubts. Uh, okay, there are actually a lot of doubts. Okay. Actually, there is a lot of content. That's why I'm going speed. I'm sorry if that. Okay. Okay, fine. Can I get the link again? Okay. So I can't see that much doubts. Maybe we can talk about the doubts in the last. That is fine. So I'm going to quickly take this in for 15 minutes, job hunting, how we can do job hunting using LinkedIn. So there is a strategy that I use. So I want to give you this flow. I'm not going to take much time here as well again, because audience might be losing interest over here. So what I'm going to do is like, I'll just give you a framework that I actually use to help my friends land their jobs. First, what we do is we gather jobs, job openings, companies, names of the companies. Even the name of the company will work. Even the name of the startup will work. You are just walking by on the road and you saw a company named Deloitte. That's it. Note it down. Your job, first primary job of job hunting is to fetch jobs or job openings or any companies. Note it down. Everything from everywhere, from Google, from WhatsApp, from Telegram, from Instagram pages, websites like Geek for Geeks, Ambition Box, Salary Box. There are n number of websites out there who just say the company, this is the name of the company, this is the job opening. That's it. I'm not saying apply there. I'm not saying anything. Just find out the names of the jobs. Next is come back to LinkedIn. Now you're going to put the strategy here. This is the framework that I actually use. First is our aim is to find referrals, opportunities, or guidance or mentorship. So first we are going to ask them. First, what we are going to do is, let's say I founded a website called company name called Intuit. So what I'm going to go into Google and search for Intuit. Are there any openings? So I'm going to do this here. So yeah, Intuit openings. So if you see, this is a career page of Intuit. Let's go ahead and let's analyze this also. Because let's say I actually noted down. Let's assume that. So this is Intuit and these are the job openings. So I'm going to search careers, maybe careers at Intuit. Okay. So jobs, and it's saying these are the job openings. So if you see anything that actually matches with you, go ahead, apply for it. First thing, go ahead, apply for it. Secondary, next thing that you're going to do is come back to LinkedIn, and your aim is to, when you come back to LinkedIn, your aim will be to ask for referrals, because you actually found a job opening that actually matches your profile. Let's say there's a SDE1 role which actually matches your profile. Just go and apply for it. Then is you are going to come back to LinkedIn and you're going to find people. I'm going to tell you how you're going to find people also. You're going to find people and you're going to send you're going to send invites to these people asking them, hey, I actually found an invite. I actually found this job opening. Can you give me a referral for this? And done. Boom. This is the first thing. Let's say that there is no job opening. What you can do is now is like you're going to do the same. You're going to find Intuit on LinkedIn and you're going to send messages to people asking, hey, are there any opportunities in LinkedIn? Are there any opportunities in Intuit? I can't find any, something like that. If you are not going to do this also, no one is saying that there are no referrals, there are no opportunities. Next is you're going to do guidance, because you're going to ask them, hey, I want to land a job on Intuit. Sorry, can you give me all the guidance, like or the mentorship, that how you cracked it, how you cracked Google, or how you cracked Intuit? That's the second thing. Is third thing is like network with that. Network is like basically it's you might be thinking that we are actually doing networking, but that's not the network. Networking is like reminding them people or talking with that people So it's kind of like it's a patient process actually. So you're going to talk with the guy day after day, day after day. You're going to talk with that particular person. And next is don't like then you're going to put up saying that hey, I want a referral. So I'm going to show you a simple example. So these are the jobs at Intuit, right? So assuming that it's not that I'm perfect for this role, assuming that this is a role that I'm fit for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply for this, and then I'm going to go to my LinkedIn, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Intuit. So I'm going to say Intuit hiring manager. So now I'm going to say, so this is like, see, if you see this particular guy is a talent acquisition at Intuit. So I'm going to click on this profile. What I'm going to say is I'm going to say connect. Now this is where magic happens. So I'm going to say add note. Okay, it's very slow actually. So this is where I'm going to add the connection note. So I'm going to say hi, so and so, so and so. I'm not going to actually show like I actually wrote few connection templates. I'm going to share it with you also later on. But this is what I'm going to say. Very importantly, guys, don't just send blind connection invite, but very importantly, you need to add something here. So if you want to see a connection invite, this is how one of my connection invites looks because I actually use connection invites to many people. So let's say Intuit hiring manager, right? We search for. So if you see here, yeah, so the same profile. So I'm going to say connect, add note, and now this is my connection invites list. I'm going to tell you what tool I'm using actually. This is not any automation. There's not any, I'm not doing anything wrong here. So I'm CRHR is my connection request for HR. I named it for myself. So I'm click on this. And this tool is amazingly going to take name that by itself, Kriti. Her name, if you can see her name. And gender value is like, I'm going to say ma'am and done, insert. So if you see, I did not do anything. I did not do copy paste also. I did not even type her name. Just like I'm excited to growing network, connect with the people like you, Intuit matches my career aspirations, and I'm looking forward to chance with you, learn with you. That's it. I did not ask for any referral. If you see here, I'm going to say send. And this connection is sent right now. Later on when she comes back, she is definitely going to accept my connection request. You should have that positivity at least. If she is not going to accept my connection request, I'm going to do one thing again. Later on, I will come back to her account again, and then actually I'll post. She posted many of the like content pieces, right? Best part of LinkedIn is you can comment on any post. It's not that you need to connect with that particular person. What I'm going to do is, hey, I'm going to make a value added comment here so that she notices me. She notices me that I actually sent a message to her and she need to consider that message. She need to consider my connection request. That's a like if you can understand what's the game we are playing here, that's a important like that's how it works. So this is what I did, right? So I sent a connection request to her. Let's say that she accepted my connection request. Let's say this is how my let's assume this is not she did not accept connection request right now, but I actually opened this because I have a premium. So then I'm going to say connection request. I'm going to say message. Hey Kriti, I'm going to write a deep message, clear message. I hope you are doing well. I understand this is very early to ask for favors. You actually need to highlight that you are asking for a favor in the first message, right? But I am truly excited to join Qt, having previously worked in so and so, so and so. This is my message. Having previously worked, this is what I bring. And if you actually see here, guys, these values are autofilled. Kriti, Intuit, because this LinkedIn scraper, the tool that I'm using, actually is taking details directly from this. See, it is actually taking details from here and it's actually filling. If you don't believe, I'll show it once again. So I do this. I do this. See, if you see, it actually took it. I click on this, done. And this is what I filled because I can't distinguish between. So I just wanted to make it manual. So I did. So this tool name is called Magical, guys. So you can also explore. This is a free tool. So I actually interacted with the founders of the Magical directly on LinkedIn. So that's boom actually again. Once again, because LinkedIn gives you that power. So I actually reached out to the founders of Magical saying that I like the product, awesome product. I like the awesome product. And I told them that I'm going to market this product. It's not marketing actually. I like this product very brilliantly actually. So this is how you're going to connect. And this is the message that you're going to send. Once they accept the invite, so I actually showed you, right? So this is the message you're going to send. So once they accept, this is the message you're going to send. What is your experience? What is your, you need to actually remember that you need to send a resume on your as a link because you don't want to waste your that much of space. No one wants to download your resume just even before they know you, right? So make sure that you are just sending as a link, and that link is open for everyone. So this is the first technique. So this is the framework. This is a part of framework. Now you might ask me, how long can I do this? How long can I go into your hiring manager once again? I need to find the other person, and then I need to send a message. This is a very boring process, right? Now I'm going to tell you one other trick, which we did earlier, if you remember. I'm going to search for Intuit. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to Intuit. Now see, now I'm going to go to people. The amazing part of LinkedIn is you can do this for free. So now I'm going to say, okay, I'm not from United States. Why do I want people from United States? What I'm going to do is I'm going to search for people who are sitting right in Bangalore. I want to send to people who are in Bangalore because there is opening in Bangalore. Why do I want to waste my connections with random people who are sitting in USA who are not even going to see my message? First thing, I'm going to put a filter on Bangalore. Out of these many people, everyone got filtered into 1,440. Done. Next, I'm going to see if there are any people from my university, because it's very easy to get a job opportunity offer if there are people who are alumni in your college. So next is the thing that I'm going to see. If I don't have anything, then I'm going to skip this. Then I'm going to move on and I'm going to see what are they doing. Now, if you remember, actually, I'm going to send a message to human resources. If you remember, I sent a message to HR, human resources. I'm going to select human resources. And if you see, everything got shortlisted from 1,49,000 to just 59 people. And again, I can put more filters actually. What are they skilled at? What did they study? What have you connected? Are you connected? The first connection, if there's a first connection, I need not even send a connection request actually. If it is my first connection, I can do that too. Or what are the best at? What are they? Maybe like now what I'm going to do is, if you remember, see, now I actually got her in the first filter itself. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to open all the profiles, maybe whatever the profiles that I want to open. So if you remember everything that we actually talked, guys, if you see, do you think I'm going to click on this picture? Do you think she's going to reply back? Because now I feel that, okay, she did not optimize her profile. Maybe she is not active on LinkedIn. Why should I actually send a message to her, right? She just created a profile and she left it. So why should I waste my connection request? I should not waste my connection request. So I actually filtered out these people. So now I'm going to just go through the profiles. So this is a long process, guys. So you just need to have patience in doing everything, every message you need to craft yourself. So the best thing that I recommend is have your friends along with you. So maybe your friends can help you along with this process. So maybe other person along with you who actually is pleased or something, ask for help. Yeah. So now I'm going to see her profile. Okay, she makes real sense because she actually updated everything. She actually had a about section. Maybe this about section might tell that reach out to me if you want referrals. Maybe some people actually put it on their about section. So maybe you are lucky. Then I'm going to say activity. Maybe I need to be little doubty here because she did not post after 7 months. From 7 months, she is not active on the platform. And then if you see her experience, she has experience of 2 years. Maybe she can have a power to give a referral, or she can have a power to move my profile forward. So if there's a person who just joined the company on 3 days or 1 month back, I can't have a guarantee that they can do this. So you need to do basic checks. And then again, you're going to do the same process, connect, add note, and done. You need to add the add note, whatever the job opening. Earlier, I said, as I've showed you, right? CRHR. It actually took my details. It's a gender value. I need to gender values map. So I'm excited to grow my network. Done, done, done. Send. I mean, I'm not actually going to send it, but yeah. So that's how you need to send the connection invites. Once you can send the connection invites, you need to build this rapport. So first is sending a connection request. Once you send a connection request, then your turn is to ask for a referral. If they say that there are no referrals, ask for job openings. If there are any opportunities which are not available on the internet, then ask for guidance or mentorship, saying that, hey, I want to actually get into this company, but I don't know how to get into this company. So can you help me? There are people, guys, who are going to send this, going to help you out. So that's a framework that I actually use for job hunting. So I actually don't have much time, guys. So I'm wrapping this up for now. So but this is how you need to do. So make sure your profile is continuously updated. So once your profile is continuously like updated, your profile is called all-star profile. So you need to call it your profile is all-star profile. So I highly recommend you guys to have an all-star profile. It's not magical AI, it is just magical. So next is more connects for more role. So if you feel that this role has a more probability that they are hiring freshers, then try to send more connects for that particular role. And next is maintain a job tracker basically. So I actually made a job tracker for you guys. So this is how job tracker looks like. If I have to, I actually search for jobs. So I used to maintain a job tracker for myself. So what is the date, company, connection request, whether I sent or not, job phone, ID. The reason why I added ID is because when you ask for a referral, these guys are going to ask what is the ID of the job. I'm going to give a referral, but you need to provide me a job ID. So make sure you record that as well. Job opening, job role, recruiter's information, and email. And this is a referral tracker. So I actually have had a track of a referral status also, whether they referred me or they need to do a follow-up. Few people will say that, hey, you need to refer me, like you need to just remind me tomorrow morning when I reach office. So I'll just give a referral. Few people are like that. So make sure you need to note it down when you want to follow up that person. So I actually made another tracker for this, saying that told he will check, asked him to remind in his office tomorrow, something like this. This is a dummy data, but still I'm saying. So this guy, let's say this guy asked me to follow up on 20th January. You might think that this is crazy, but once you start getting messages, once you start getting responses back from the person, then you'll come to me and say that, hey, this is getting difficult. Can you make it easy? Can you make this life easy for me? Then you'll ask me, can we create a job tracker? So based on experience, I'm telling you, start meeting a job tracker. Don't tell me that this is crazy. Next is things not to do. This is very important, guys. Very, very, very important. You can just listen to this, and then if you want, then we can end this session because I'm almost done. Don't send many connections in the beginning. LinkedIn will block you. LinkedIn will treat you as a spam. You're done. Your account is done. If you're just now, I told that, so now you are going to open your LinkedIn account and say 100 people messages, then you're done, bro. I'm sorry. I actually happened to this. I was a victim for this. So I'm repeating this once again. Don't send many connects. Start by sending 2 connects today, 5, 10, 15, so on, so on, so on, so forth. So, and also LinkedIn will restrict you for 100 connects per week, but I'm not sure currently what is the limit. So you can experiment that on your own. But I recommend you, if you are very actively doing it, go for premium, even though if it's paid. I know that paid is like, it's like a difficult for you guys, but still I'm telling you, if you want to send more connects, go for premium. Next is don't waste your connects, guys. Like you will be in that such urge that you want to send 20, 30 connects because people are replying back. Don't do that. You will feel that you are lost when there is a job opening, but you can't connect with any people. Next is sending connect to few people and expecting results won't work. You need to minimum send to 10 people to get a one reply back because your profile won't reflect that much, right? You are not an experienced vice president of TCS, right? So you are just an ordinary person for now. So they're not going to accept your profile and they're not going to send you a response back. So make sure that you're sending more connects, more probability, more connects, right? So next is like, don't feel fall trap. I actually see posts like people are saying, comment interested, comment on your email ID and we're going to hire for a job. That is a trap, guys, very big trap. So please try to understand and try to find the authenticity in that post. Then only try to write a message interested. Even I actually strictly recommend not to write interested. Reach out to that person, connect with that person and tell them that I'm interested. Why do you want to write interested in a comment? It doesn't make any sense. So next is uncommon tricks. So video resume. So you can add a video resume. These are the uncommon tricks, guys. So you can add a video resume on your featured section. And next is like, how do you remind people? So I actually told you like what I'm going to do if someone is not going to accept my connection request. Then boom, I'm going to go and comment on their posts. If that is not also going to work, I'm going to endorse their skills because endorsing the skills will give them a notification that this guy won't actually endorse your profile. So I'm going to use that as well. So next is how do I find and filter people? This is the trick, guys. So I actually showed you how do I find and filter the people. So if I go to include this, make wise use of this case. Like I found it out after a very long time. I actually took more than 8 months to understand and devise a framework for myself. So I'm giving you everything in like 1.5 hours. So try to make wise use of this and write it somewhere else. So next is like filter people, as I've told you, filtering. So actually there's one more step. First is filtering. So if you remember, I'm just reiterating the steps. You filtered people and you analyzed. If you remember, we analyzed profiles, whether these guys are 2 months experience, 3 years experience, etc. That is filtering, analyzing. Next is connecting with people. So you need to connect with those people. And next is connection waiting period. This is the phase where you can't do anything actually. Connection waiting, unless they accept your connection request, you can't do anything. You can't reconnect or you can't send any DM for them. So this is the most hardest, I would say, hardest phase. Next is approval and go ahead. Once they accept your connection request, send them a message that, hey, I'm reaching out to you to ask for a referral. So can you give me a referral, something like that? And they're going to approve your then they're going to respond back. If they're not going to respond back, we have a powerful tool to follow up. We are going to send, hey, I know that you're a very busy ritual. So actually, okay. So these are my LinkedIn connection templates I actually use. So commenting on a post, what is sending out personal connection request. So if I say follow, so there's a one template that I might have wrote somewhere else. So LinkedIn connection request, LinkedIn referral connection request, everything I actually wrote here. So this is how these are the steps. Next is follow up and follow up again and follow up if they're not going to respond back. Endorse their skills if they're not going to respond back. Comment on their post if they're not going to respond back. Send them a DM that I wanna like bro. And one other thing, make it politely, guys. It's not like, hey, you did not respond to me. Definitely, I'm not going to respond you back because you need to ask me politely. Hi, I know that you are on a busy schedule, but I'm actually seeking for a referral. Your politeness will reflect on your results. That is very important. So note that. Next is how do I optimize this process again? So I actually gave you that trick as well. Here is to the awesome tool Magical. So go install Magical and load all your what do you say templates here and try to put up variables. So, and again, guys, these templates are like, you should not work with my templates or you should not work with other templates. You need to refine your templates every day. So if you see that your template is working, then go ahead with the template. If you see your not template is not working, then your template is actually not working. So try to refine and optimize because your template will change. So if you are doing MBA, your templates will differ. If I am doing BTech, my templates will differ. Templates as in like the message, software development message. What are the messages that I'm going to send, right? Am I reaching the right people? So how do you know whether you're reaching right people? So I'm going to show you a simple example for this. So if I go to my profile actually, so if I see, I have a premium, since I'm a premium, I have this called profile viewers. So if I go to my profile viewers, and if I see the analytics that are being provided here, I can see that people are watching from my profile. People are watching my profile from software development, IT industry, higher education, etc., etc. People from these companies are watching my account. BML University, obviously my college, just pay my company. TCS, I don't know why TCS watched my profile. And YouTube and GDSC. Okay, maybe I don't know. And people actually from these places are actually maybe visiting my profile. I'm actually not sure. Like, okay, yeah, okay. This is what I was talking about. Highlights top location. Many people are watching my profile from Greater Bangalore, and many people from software industry are watching. This will give you an insight about how your audience are. Audience as in like your profile, once it is optimized, your profile, you'll come to know whether your profile is being watched by HRs or not, whether your profile is being watched by your friends. If it is being watched by your friends, it doesn't make sense to us, but still, if it is being watched by more and more HRs, then okay, then you know that you have that spirit that okay, more people are watching. So make wise use of this analysis as well. So try to understand whether how many people are watching your profile every day. Okay, so that is one thing. So that will tell you whether you're reaching right people or not. Next is whom can I reach out to? Okay, this is based on analysis that I did. So next is first is product managers. So since I work in a company, I know that product managers know inside and outside of a company. And okay, so since they know everything, so what they're going to do is they know openings. So first priority is reach out for product managers. Since if we remember, we kept a filters here, right? In the same filters, you can search for product managers and you can do it. Next is team leads. So my team lead knows a job openings, so you can reach out for team leads. So in the same filters that we did in Intuit, if you remember, so you need to reach out for, yeah, if in here itself, instead of human resources, you are going to reach out for team leads. You're going to somehow search for it or human resources. Next is try identifying person who is interviewing for the role. So if I go to jobs in LinkedIn, here I'm going to find out. So let's say this is a job opening that is there. So now if you see, there will be a person who will be taking this interview actually. I'm not sure if it is visible for all the posts, but if I'm going to find out that guy who is going to hire this for this post, then I'm going to spam that guy. Not spam actually. I'm going to reach out to that person actually. So that is very important, guys. So understanding which people you have to reach out to is very important. Moving ahead, so not to do on LinkedIn, as I've told you, don't just comment interested. It's not, they're not going to give you anything. I see many people, instead of doing that, try to connect with that person and try to see that I am interested in that particular connection request. It doesn't like, why did you guys do that? So that's one thing. Next is sending a plain connection request doesn't bring you anything. You need to add something in that saying that, hey, I feel that there is the same synergy between you and me. So let's connect, something like that. Next is utilizing bots. So don't use bots. If you are using bots, you are done, you are blocked. I actually fell a victim for this. I actually tried to use bots and try to optimize this process, but then I fell victim and one of my friends account got blocked. So don't do this. So I'm telling you with this experience. Next is not spending time to analyze the profile. If you don't want to spend the time and you just want to waste the connects, then you're going to feel bad later on. Sending a lot of connection invites, don't do this. As I've told you, there is a limit and you need to be very careful. Next is adding rubbish comments. It's a professional place, guys, and not allow the right set of people. So try to follow only the right set of people. So these are the additional tips. And last slide, I'm going to end this. Ask, apply, and then ask for referral. So if there is a job opening, you might think that let me ask for a referral, then I want to apply. But maybe by the time you ask for a referral, that job won't be there. So very important tip. And I faced is like just go for job opening first, apply for the post, then maybe you can ask for a referral. Next is keep email active. As I've understood this, guys, many of you guys, I don't know why you never keep up with emails. When you come to corporate office, then you feel that okay, I need to actually check my emails daily. So keep your emails active, guys, because you don't know when your opportunity might block your door. So emails are highest priority when you're doing this, because every communication, no one can tell you on WhatsApp, right? You need to be very accurate and very clear with emails. Right now, open your email and clear the inbox. Try to make sure that your email is clear and you are opening it every day. So next is reverse engineer top profiles, as I've told you. And next is controversial open to work tag. Since guys, this is like controversy. Many people are telling that you should not have a open to work tag because it will trigger a negativity in the mind of HRs. So I won't say that you need to remove it. It's up to you. So it's a controversy that is going on actually. But according to me, if it is me, I would say you should remove that because it feels so desperate that I'm open to work. I want to reach out only for work. I just want a job, something like that. Don't be desperate, guys. So that is a controversy. Actually, it's up to you whether you want to keep that tag on your profile or not. And next is look out for LinkedIn interview prep. So LinkedIn has actually launched a mock interview, so you can check it out and do this in groups. Groups as in like make a group, 3-4 people, try to do this every day. The framework that I've told you, because you might lose a motivation one day, or your friend might get a reply back and you may not get a reply back because he connected with 10 people, you might connect with 10 people. So you share this context. So that's very important. Next is last, final important thing is repeat this process, improve this process. Every time you repeat this, try to improve this, guys, and then you will see the success. The most important thing I observed in this process is we actually feel desperate. We send 5 invitations and we never get a response back. And we feel like this is not working. But once you get that one response back, you're going to have that boost, guys, saying that, hey, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. Wait for that one reply back, guys. You're not going to regret this. I'm saying you repeat this process, improve this process, and succeed in this process. So you're not going to like that's my ending point, guys. So don't have a lot of patience. I actually told my friends because they lost their. I know that I know how it feels when you don't have a job. I know how it feels when you're searching for a job. So because I was also a part of that, I'm not directly a part of it, but I actually was with my gang of friends, group of friends who actually were there in the process. So what my highest recommendation for you guys is to have patience, repeat this process, wait for that one reply back, that one guy who is there on the internet, who is definitely going to help you. Actually got my friends, guys, they actually were very good that those hiring managers gave their personal contact numbers to call them back and ask them for any doubts. Or literally, guys, there are many people out there. You're just not using power of LinkedIn actually. So that's it from me, guys. I actually wanted to do this. Okay, so reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd say actually I wanted to do this, guys. Uh, I actually spent 3-4 days building these sheets and everything. So this actually made a full book. I wanted to make a full book on helping the people, students basically. So I actually wrote everything in the book, how to do job hunting, what are the steps that you need to follow. Actually, I also created a checklist, including all stuff from all submitting, like what you need to update. So you should update a profile picture, LinkedIn URL, inline, etc. etc. Next is LinkedIn's job strategy daily checklist. So you can download. I'll share this checklist. You can download this and you can take this up. Okay, done. This is done. I actually did this. You can replicate this every day on checklist. Next is LinkedIn passive jobs. So passive jobs such as like what you can do is be honest. I have added my resume in the video form. I've started writing blogs. This is a passive way of job searching. So this may not be helpful for people who are actively searching.
Hello.
next is these are
Bro,
the
మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు.
felt the commenting on the post or sending out personal connections, sending out personal connections.
హలో,
Sorry.
మీ వాయిస్ వినిపించట్లేదు క్లియర్ గా.
Okay, can you hear me now? Am I audible? Hello. Okay, just a second.